Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest, where we are here with Aden and Raven and the Wayfinders pack, and I think we left off last time about to head off and go hunt. We've got 3 pups for the year, and this is Aden and Raven's elder wolf year, but so far things are going okay. Both of them are still doing well. It definitely sets me a little bit on edge though, just you know, knowing that they are getting older. It's always a bittersweet time of life. You know, I'm so glad that we have the full saga and you can play all the way through, but at the same time it's kind of a somber, reflective time, realizing that even the Wayfinders story, at least this chapter of it, is one day going to draw to a close. Is there anywhere we actually need to be marking? I guess over here technically we do. Alright, let's see if we can mark these hexes here and then find an elk herd, hopefully. We downsized our territory, and that is making it a lot more easy to manage, at least, especially with Aden's stats now being reduced, so I'm definitely glad that we did that over the winter. Here we go. Here's an elk herd. It looks like the sun is starting to rise and they're already on the run, but I'm actually going to howl a few times because, as it turns out, only Colt's Foot came with us, which I don't mind. We can have a quiet little father-son bonding time, but we do need more wolves to be able to actually go on the hunt, so I'm going to see if we can get quite a few of them to come with here. I don't know how many. Most of them are pretty good on food. Okay, caribou is coming, but I think we'll try to bring a few more. It can't hurt to keep most of the pack fed when possible. And hopefully they haven't run too far. We'll be able to catch up and start maybe testing some of their health. Wow, running away already from 2 wolves. I guess we must have been pretty intimidating. It's pretty fortunate that we're actually quite close to the den here. This shouldn't take too long. The elk, I think, are going to run in a slightly different direction here, but hopefully we'll be able to find one that's pretty weakened and bring it down near the den would be ideal. In fact, I think this one might be a good option if we can get in and get a quick bite. She's probably not low on stamina, but her health is low enough that I think we should be able to stop her pretty quickly. Yeah, you can see that she's already taking quite a substantial amount of damage and not dealing all that much. There we go. And it looks like, I think this is a lot of the now yearlings who have joined us right out of the gate, but fortunately caribou is here too. I think, oh, we've got flea load. Pretty sure caribou is the lowest of the hunger for the pack, so that's good. We'll make sure everybody gets a chance to eat. And here we are. We've made it back to the den. I brought back a meat chunk for those who stayed behind. I think it was mostly just Raven, and I didn't see, it might have been Silverberry who stayed back. I guess we can see, yeah, Silverberry has slightly lower food, but the pups should have plenty. Look at all that regurgitant, and we can just play with them a little bit. It's so weird only having 3, but yeah, as some of you guys pointed out, I think litter sizes do decrease when you get to your elder wolf years. It's just another reminder of time passing and things changing. Look at these guys, they're so cute. It'll probably make growing pups easier at the very least. We'll have to worry more about feeding our adult pack mates. But with that, with everybody fed and the affinity up, I think we'll go ahead and leave the Wayfinders to get some rest because they are pretty tired. And hopefully this night too passes without event. And with that, night has fallen once again. I'm not quite sure how this ended up being our sleep schedule, but it seems like more often than not we're now finding ourselves staying up quite late. Okay, we had the ability to regurgitate a little bit. I'm a little bit nervous we're going to have some kind of predator attack because we did have a cougar show up. There's wolves. There's wolves. I don't know who this is. It's a large pack. That's not good. Oh, that's really, really, really bad. Yeah, all of the packs here are now related to Aden. I'm gonna hang back and make sure the pups get in the den. Alright, now we gotta chase these guys off. So Meadow, who is currently getting clobbered here, oh my gosh, especially by the yearlings, is Aden's daughter, and we don't know why she is being this aggressive. I don't think any of the pack that we're seeing here, hey, stop. I don't see any of the pack that we're seeing here is actually her offspring. I think she inherited a pack that had existing offspring, but she may have pups with the current leader now, and I don't know who that current leader is. Goodness sakes. These guys are not... Oh, I bet it's you. What is going on with you? You've got to be the leader. That's a very high number. Lava Creek. What is going on with you? Aden doesn't want to hurt Meadow, definitely. He doesn't really want to hurt the others either. But this is a bad situation all the way around, because this is a large pack and their attacks have been vicious. He's definitely feeling torn over how much he should continue to pursue. Should he kill the male leader? Should he kill some of the yearlings? You know, they're not his blood relatives, but seeing as Meadow is with them currently, that would still matter to her. It's definitely put him in a predicament, because if he allows this pack to grow, then by the time we hit young hunters this year, things could get pretty messy. Let alone what he'd be leaving to future generations, potentially. There they go, though, off into the distance. Another reminder that things have changed a lot. And there it is. I smelled it a moment ago. We may have caught a lucky break. I was gonna say we should bring all these guys with us to hunt, but I smell a bison carcass, and when I caught a good whiff of it, it seemed pretty full. Somewhere down here, yes. Yeah, look, that bar looks pretty good. 500 meters and nearly full. That could feed us for, honestly, several days if we get there and it's not claimed. That's a really good find at this rate. It will make today very easy. We won't have to worry too much about hunting. But I don't know. We'll see if there's somebody on it. This feels a little too good to be true. Wow, no? No one here. That's pretty incredible. Well, I'm not gonna complain about a free meal. That certainly means we don't have to expend our energy catching it and can kind of just rest the day, but without a hunt, I almost don't know what to do with myself. The territory's good. We don't need to spend energy hunting. We definitely do want to mark this, though. I'm glad the rest of them are reminding us of that, because this might be something we're able to come back to. And even with a pack of this size, eating quite a lot, we really haven't depleted it too much. We'll have to see if this is here. It's right over here. It's the only carcass we currently have, I guess. We'll have to see if this stays here. And we made it back. We really didn't spend much energy on that, so I guess we can just take the night easy here. Oh gosh, and Merida and Blueberry seem to be having a conflict, or at least Merida is. Blueberry doesn't seem too bothered. But let's get these guys food. Looks like the babysitters are eating, so that's always good. We'll make sure that the pups have enough to eat too, and I guess we'll let these guys rest. We'll probably only sleep once just because our energy bar is still full, and maybe there'll be some territory that needs marking in the morning. That's Lava Creek. That's still closer than I'd like. I'm not sure I feel good about that. Oh, we got a pup in the den. I was like, why do I only see two? And dawn is here. Daylight again. We've been spending a lot of time up at night. Our food's still pretty good, but how is our territory looking? Let's see. I guess there's a few spots we can start to mark. We'll probably bring some of the pack with us and then see if we can swing by that bison carcass and get a bite to eat. I'm a little on edge because I don't know if there's gonna be predators soon. Hopefully we're okay. I'm running into trees because I'm looking back at the area over there. Well, I guess only Hairball wanted to come with us, but that's fine. We can mark territory first. Spend a little one-on-one time with the youngins. This is another one of our yearlings. And then head back and call everybody for dinner. What in the... Did it just... No, it's right here. That's ominous. That's extremely ominous. What the heck? Oh, Harabelle. I guess Harabelle said, let's bury that one. And yeah, that's kind of what Aden's doing with his sudden feeling of unease about the whole situation. First, an attack by Lava Creek, then another dead wolf. It feels like something's going on here, despite how overall peaceful things have been. I was gonna say too, it's kind of heartwarming how a lot of the yearlings have been wanting to spend time one-on-one with Aden. That's just coyotes in the distance. I was like, are there wolves there? But no. But yeah, that heartwarming moment got a little bit more ominous than I expected it to be. That's definitely something we're gonna have to keep the rest of the pack in the loop about, because that is now the second wolf we've recently found dead in our territory, and I don't know how I feel about that. It also looks like, okay, so Seneca was on this list. She moved away, and it looks like she went alone. I was wondering if she was gonna find a mate here, but I guess maybe she was just struck with wanderlust. I'm thankful nothing tragic happened to her, because after finding a wolf carcass like that, that was my immediate fear. But I guess she just decided that she wanted to see new horizons, see where her story took her before it reached its own end. And you know what? Honestly, that's fair. You know, maybe she's just wanted to see what else is out there, whether she finds a mate or not. Or maybe she wanted to look elsewhere and find a place to make a home. I just realized I was so busy looking at the departed wolves, I didn't see that Cascade is marked as dead. I saw they had a home hex, so whatever happened must have happened recently. I'm gonna have to look at the last time that I looked, because I didn't think. Like, we have this X mark over here, and I guess my brain just blended the two of them together, but that's not good. We've been wondering what's going on with Pine Fork up here. It seems like they may have met with some trouble. And who knows if it had anything to do with Lava Creek, considering how intermingled their territories have been. That's really worrying. I was gonna point out how we hadn't heard much from that pack at all. We really haven't seen them since Cascade left. But that makes this even more worrying. There's a cougar on this carcass, but it's decided it doesn't want to mess with us. That's one good thing, at least, amid the growing number of worries that are on Aden's mind. But let's go ahead, we'll call a pack. This'll feed us at least for another day, and that's one worry that we can put to rest. Still, though, very, very concerning things happening in the world around us right now. And losing another pup, even though she's been gone for some time, that's definitely another blow. We've made it back to the den again, and I think Aden has made a quiet but unsettling decision, one that he's really not happy he's had to make. If Lava Creek turns up again, I think he would kill the male leader. He doesn't want to break Meadow's heart, but for all he knows, they were responsible for what happened to Pine Fork and, for what we know, Cascade's death. That's a brutal, brutal battle between two sisters, even. And if they were responsible, then there's no doubt in his mind that they pose a threat to the Wayfinders as well. And I think there's some hope in his mind, too, that if the pack disbands or a new leader joins, maybe things will go something back to normal. Not that, well, as it stands, it's already feels a little too late, but maybe better late than never. It's a harrowing choice for him to have to decide, but I think at this point, he does genuinely feel that that male leader has become quite the threat. And while he still doesn't know why Meadow is joining him and being so aggressive... Oh, that's a new problem we gotta deal with. I'm gonna grab 93. Oh, 93, are we good? Are we good? No, please stop laying down. We're not gonna sleep during the eagle attack. That's not what we're doing here. This is not the time. I thought you were scared and running away, but that's a little too nonchalant for my liking. I think as long as we stay on the move, we should be good. I always get a little paranoid doing this because I remember in the old game that eagles could straight up snatch pups out of your mouth, but I don't think that was intended, and I don't think that can happen here, hopefully. But as long as there's not a second pup around, we should be fine to do this. Everybody else is keeping a good lookout. Come on, Mr. Eagle, fly away. There we go. All right, let's let everybody out and get some rest. Aden may have some troubled dreams tonight. Another day is here, and I got horribly scared by the flea infestation pop up overnight, but we're good. Both Aden and Raven are still good. However, we are a little bit hungry, and I'm guessing, yeah, the territory is starting to drop, so we probably ought to go and get some marking in. I'm very nervous about what's been going on in the world, though. I think the pack... Oh, what in the world? I was gonna say, I think that Pine Fork still seems to be around. Okay. Alright. Even without Cascade, I think they still exist, so there must be other members that are alive. But it looks like we've got a new pack on the map, and this one is led by Denali. Magpie's still around, and so is Glitch for that matter. But that's really, really interesting. That's, you know, a hopeful sign amid the harrowing ones. Hopefully he's doing well. We haven't met his mate yet. Hopefully it's not the same situation as with Meadow and whatever is going on there. Or she, sorry, why did I think Denali was male? Denali's female, what am I talking about? So hopefully her mate is nicer than Meadow's. Well, we've gotten our marking done, and it looks like the Ponderosa herd is not too far off. I guess they're still a 1,000 or so meters away, but we can smell them strong and clear, so that it makes it easy to track them down. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and try and get a hunt in before the day is up here, because we've got everybody with us. We're all a little bit hungry. We've got to make sure we bring back food for the pups, and it is still a season in which, well, I guess, you know, at this point with a pack of this size, elk is pretty much the main food year-round, but at this point, the cows are weakened, and so that makes them an even easier prey, and that's always helpful. So let's see if we can sniff these guys out and maybe bring it down an elk here, because as much as I loved that bison carcass, I don't think there's going to be enough left to feed us another time. Here they are. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can chase these guys in the general direction of the den. At this point, we're bringing them down pretty quickly, so we don't usually get too close to it, but having it at least a little bit more convenient if we do happen to come back is never a bad thing. That said, our pack is large enough that at this point, for the most part, we don't get second uses out of our carcass. Like, they'd work in a pinch if we... Oh gosh, Silverberry, be careful. They'd work in a pinch if we really needed to come back and get a last-minute snack just to make sure the pups have something to eat. Are you weakened? You're a spike, so I'm skeptical here. But I guess you are. Alright. Good work, you guys. You gotta be careful. I don't want to be taking more injury. Ouch! Don't be taking more injuries, because these guys definitely pack a punch, but this guy's weak enough that I think we can get him down. We'll go ahead and howl, and, you know, a spike might have a little bit more food, at least. I guess we'll see what the carcass looks like when we're done with it. And here we are, we've made it back. Let's go ahead and feed these guys, make sure they get a little bit of food. I think they're all doing pretty well, although I am pretty convinced that 94F there is a runt. She is quite small in comparison to her siblings. But I think we're gonna let these guys spend a little time at the den, get some rest here. I'm definitely keeping a close lookout though, because yeah, I think that even with his resolution that the next time he sees 1829M, it's gonna be that wolf's last day on Earth. He's definitely nervous that the pack could attack again, and apparently it was not the pack that he needed to be concerned about, it was the eagle. Alright, let's get you back to the den. Oh shoot, no, I see bigger trouble here. Are none of them going in the den? None of them are going in the den. Oh gosh, this could actually be, and this is not the time to get stuck auto-running. Alright, I think... oh goodness. Okay, some of them are starting to get closer. I think 93 is the one I need to worry more about right now, because I think 92 is going in the den. It was 93 the one who stayed out again last time. Good grief, this boy is just Eagle Boy at this point. Why are you like this? Stop giving your parents heart attacks, good heavens. I think we'll be fine though now the other two did go in the den. That was horrifying to see them all scatter for a moment as storm clouds roll in nonetheless, but I think we are all right. Let's let these guys back out and get some sleep because, well, Aiden's mind has been preoccupied with the stranger wolves. Apparently, the normal predators are determined to let him know that they are here as well and should not be trifled with. Looks like summer is upon us, and goodness, anytime we get even a normal dream, it just gives me a dang heart attack. I don't see trouble right now, so I think we're gonna feed these guys and then rest one more time. Just make sure that we are nice and ready for the day. But I hope that didn't flood our den. I kind of have a feeling maybe it did. Are we good? Okay, we're fine. No den floods. It just would be like it for it to be a den flood, so that I figured I had to check. And another day has dawned. The pups, I think, are getting pretty close to heading to the rendezvous site. In fact, 93M is actually already big enough to do so. We're just waiting on the others. But I do think that we're going to go ahead and leave this off here for today because it is getting to be about that time again. Let's just check, too, on the pack situation. It looks like Denali's pack is claiming some territory very close to Malin Creek, too. Goodness. I guess Denali has decided to beef with Aretha personally. Oh my goodness, that is honestly funny. But let's see. Yeah, I don't see any changes to the status quo, really. I just really would love to know what happened. The territory situation between Lava Creek and Pine Fork has been weird for so long. It's definitely concerning. But we'll have to find out more about that as the story progresses, because I don't think we're going to get any answers now, especially when we haven't even seen that pack since Cascade formed it. So, formed it? She formed it, right? She didn't. I don't think she joined an existing pack, but it is interesting that it seems to be mostly Aiden's daughters who are staying on the map. All four of the ones who've been in packs here are female, whereas some of the boys have started their own packs, but they've all ended up leaving. Coda formed a pack and left. Blackberry, unfortunately, is presumed dead. Keen-Eye formed a pack and left, and Huckleberry formed a pack and left, so it's only the daughters who are sticking around. But with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode off here for today, because it is getting to be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.